Price session indicated bullish trend up, bearish trend down, and right now the prices are bouncing back above the EMA, forming bullish trend. This is the most recent bullish spike off the lows of the trading range, strong push above EMA, and this bullish channel, according to trendline rules, needs to get new extreme. So I'm gonna count from the highs. The price session is correcting. We have a first entry long because we broke above the bar high from the very top, pull back, and now we have a second entry long big bullish bar at the key entry point at the exponential moving average, which is good for buyers because according to price session we expect new high. But this second entry long formed right around the market open, and for this reason I cannot really mark it because we wait few minutes for market open to subside, at least few seconds, but this is spot on around the open. So unfortunately, even though context aligns perfectly, we cannot take it, and market continues working higher. So at this point, what I'm going to keep in my mind is I have a breaking new extreme, but there is always possibility of wider channel developing. I'm just going to pay attention to the EMA rejections. Price session is correcting to the EMA. I have micro double top, which means I need to reset the count. I have only a first entry long, and also I have short and downtrend working lower. So there's a possibility for wider uptrend, but I have first entry long. I have a wide two-legged pullback up. Can I get some pullback more confirmation? I cannot, but this is pretty much confirming the overall bullish bias and that there may be a wider channel being in play, something like this. Now, the way I'm going to confirm this channel, and this is not just a large two legs up, is based on the EMA rejections, because this is where the uptrend started, and notice we never truly managed to break below EMA. Even the rejection here, so this is still way more bullish for us to expect instant reversal. So just because we're at the top of the trend range, I cannot sell just yet, okay? If a new high first entry long, second entry long, of course I cannot take. It is a horrible bearish bar. This entry is below EMA, and price session continues to develop. And when I'm watching this live, we attempted to create new extreme, and right now it is reasonable to expect price session to reverse. But just because I expect something, that doesn't mean I can act on it. I want to see good setup and a confirmation, because there's also a conflicting belief that there is a small consolidation formed. And because this is not fully technical new high just yet, there's still a chance that the bull is going to create new extreme. So I'm going to observe what price action does. And lo and behold, we have a massive push back above the exponential moving average. Okay, so now it's clear. This was a temporary consolidation, fell breakout, push back above EMA, and now it's decided. Now you're switching back to bullish bias, expecting new high of the wider established channel, and now the setup I want to see to capitalize on the structure is a high-low confirmation setup or possible failed second entry short, and it never formed. By the time I get high-low, it's way too far up. You need to see it form somewhere around here, right after the failed breakout, so you have room to scalp out before these highs. This is terrible, this far up, so I'm going to be patient. Okay, I can see that the market created new extreme, but what we have is continuous bullish pressure. You can see back above EMA. So if I'm going to zoom back, this structure is way more bullish, and I can see that we have geometric formation of these lows at the very beginning of the channel. So when I'm watching this live, I'm trying to connect the beginning, copy it, put it at the top, and this structure makes sense. It is not the best fitting channel because we were in a trend range overall. Let's see if we can get a second entry long here to confirm it. We cannot. Micro double top can reset, and price action continues working here. Okay, so we have bullish channel established. I need to respect the short-term correction. Always follow the short-term channels. Break. We don't have new extreme. We have a second entry long, but it's a horrible doji bar below EMA and still part of the congestion. If you expect to go long, you need to see push above EMA, EMA holding, and possible high low. That's not happening. Downtrend created the new extreme, new low, and right now this channel needs to get new extreme. So I expect new high according to rules. The structure is looking bullish, but more importantly, I want to see push above EMA. I cannot just go long. We're below EMA. I don't know how long the correction is going to be. There may be many more smaller legs working lower, and we may reverse. So I want to see push above EMA. Okay, but we are back below EMA, so this is not a good sign for bulls. So there's still one more attempt for failed second entry short. Can I get it? Now we have a second entry short, and at this point, since you're getting rejected by the EMA again, you may adapt to expect wider downtrend like this, which it makes sense to take second entry short, but this second entry short is just way too big. The signal bar is bullish and the uptrend may get new extreme. So the structure is not clear. You're not really sure which channel is going to get new extreme first. We create a new low. We're breaking above EMA. And price action is breaking higher. Okay, downtrend played out with the break new extreme. We are around the higher today, which buyers are coming to the market, treating this right now as a breakout pullback. The resistance is acting as a support. But I still need to see that set up above EMA. So this is the new low. First entry short, pullback. Can I get a felt second entry short right around the EMA to capitalize on getting the new extreme? And I cannot. Market continues working hard. By the time I get a felt second entry short, you can see how far away it is from the EMA. You cannot take it. It worked. But the next time you may take it, it may not work. And what we can see is EMA keeps flattening and price action is getting strongly rejected down. And this is confusing because the structure is not as bullish as you are expecting. EMA is flattening and we have long consolidation. And in fact, we can see that we have small trend range being formed around these highs and these highs again. So there's a chance that this channel may not get full new extreme and the main trend range will take over. Now this is very confusing. Price action, when I was watching this live, I wasn't sure at all. And if I'm not sure, I'm just being patient. But judging on the flat EMA and consistent price swings up and down, I definitely have to redraw right now the short-term downtrend. That is what I need to redraw regardless. And notice we have new high, first entry long, pullback, second entry long, failure. Off the EMA, more advanced trader can consider because we're below EMA, great bar. This was very tempting, but there is not that strong of a bearish bias. You're basically betting that the uptrend will not get new high and the trend range will take over, but the downtrend is still in place, so it makes sense to take it. It was a quick successful scalp. Market continues back up and you can see we are finding support around these lows. And we are back below EMA, so very confusing. Price action is right now just going sideways, clear indecision, neutral bias. I cannot be buying at these lows because, you know, the range is inconsistent. I cannot find the best support. We have series of lower highs. Now, we have a new low, first entry short, second entry short. And at this point, there's a confusion between the bearish structure or the trend range because the support is clearly being present. The buyers may come into the market, but at the same time, series of lower highs are also prevalent. So which one is it? Well, it's most likely, since this is a second entry short from new low, first entry short, second entry short, and also new high, first entry long, second entry long failure, two hyper-relative setups in one, giving the lower highs, the chances are high we're going to continue working lower, but really the confusion is substantial. This is way more aggressive and I recommend being patient here overall. Failed breakout. Most breakouts of trend ranges will fail, at least temporarily, according to price action rules. And this right here is a consolidation, small trend range. We broke lower. It is way more aggressive because we have series of lower highs. There is substantial bearish structure. So fading the breakout is a little bit aggressive, even though it worked for a scalp. And price action is right now failing to push back into trend range. We have small support being established. Can't really take anything, but now we have quadruple bottom and a new high, first entry long, second entry long. Now we have small support, which is indicating that bulls are coming into the market, and price action is not really creating a strong downtrend just yet. So I kind of like this second entry long because there's substantial support, quadruple bottom, great signal bar, and at this point it is still very much a trend range. You're around the high of the day. There is no wider downtrend established. Price action continues working higher, and lo and behold, price action completely reversed down. So the downtrend started. If you're thinking that the bias is bearish, this is right now confirming the downtrend. This was a trend range that was slowly about to break lower, but right now this is official. The downtrend started. No way for us to take any hyper-relative setup. I'm going to redraw the short-term downtrend. Now we have small consolidation being formed. So many bars stacked right next to each other. Okay. we have a failed breakout. This is a consolidation. Most breakouts of trend ranges will fail. We are fading the breakout because the trend is down and needs to get new low, but the bar closed so low, so close to the support of the congestion, I cannot take it. It needed to form much higher. Okay, new low was created, so I need to be patient. But price action keeps working lower. I cannot take no short entry, no clear channel established. We have a break new low. Okay, your first entry short, and you can see that this was kind of like a spike consolidation, and eventually the channel is getting confirmed, and you have first two swings and a third swing confirmation, which is confirming the downtrend, aligning with the EMA. I cannot take first entry short because that's not the high probability setup. Also, we have uptrend in play, but now we have second entry short at two key entry points, the spike transforming consolidation into flatter secondary channel, and this right here is the second entry short, high probability setup at two key entry points. The downtrend is in play. You have the EMA great signal bar in the channel. Break of a downtrend and move to a new extreme. So the downtrend played out. If you're thinking if there's going to be continuation, let's observe the EMA. If you're going to push above EMA and you're going to create higher lows and higher highs, you may expect reversal. However, if you're going to continue getting rejected by the EMA as a resistance, you're going to look for a wider downtrend. Okay, we're staying above the EMA. We have a new low, kind of like a first entry short, second entry short failure, which honestly you can consider. This one is a little bit tricky because we have a first massive spike and you have the two-legged pullback that basically played out. You prefer the failed second entry short to form somewhere around here because now it's forming quite late. Body not fully at the EMA, but this is way more advanced nuance that you kind of need more experience. Either way, I'm going to mark it because this is a failed second entry short indicating reversal. So you can consider failed second entry short. This would have stopped you out, but right now you can see that this is right now new high, first entry long, second entry long. And also if I'm going to redraw potential wider channel, it's getting confirmed. So this would have been just a little fake out on your failed second entry short. But right now you have great tier 1 signal bar, new high, first entry long, second entry long, and basically confirming the failed second entry short. So this is also great high probability setup where you can re-enter if you entered at this point. But of course, this is way too late when the market is closing. So this is only marked from the educational perspective, and market continues working hard and market is closing. I was recording my session today, but I didn't take any setup. Today was one of the most confusing days I have ever traded. Definitely the most confusing day of this year, simply because this area was very confusing. It looked like a trend range, but it kept breaking lower, but there was no good downtrend, so you cannot sell. At the same time, you cannot really go long, and there is just no clean, easy structure where the context, key entry point, and the setup aligns, which is what you always want to do. So definitely confusing day. I didn't take any setups. I mark for you in hindsight, but hindsight of course is always easier. When you're watching this live, you want to make sure you identify the structure correctly because you don't want to be guessing. So I'm going to record my session next week, and right now we can see this is the overall market structure. I hope you didn't get chopped up. I hope you had a decent trading day, and I'm going to wrap it up. Good luck with your trading.